Exciting times. We're all becoming our next selves.
Hey, Hesbos. Thanks for coming to the podcast. Be sure to like and subscribe wherever you can. YouTube, Instagram. Go to our website, hesbystreetpod.com. We have some live shows. The first one we have up there sold out, so you can't come to it.
Right.
Sorry. But there's other shows. Emily's going to be in San Francisco. I'm going to be in San Francisco. Zach's going to Disneyland.
I'm going to be in San Francisco.
No, he's coming with me.
I'll say.
We're driving up.
Yeah.
Tight.
I'll be in the Bay.
So check out those dates.
And I'll be at Disneyland if you want to run into me.
Yeah.
I'll be the one with adults.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just
Adults go to Disneyland without kids, apparently.
That sounds fun.
It's what it was built for. It's Walt's dream.
Patreon.com/Hesby Street. What else are we doing?
Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have full episodes on there now.
Oh, yeah. Full eps on the YouTube. And then an extra bonus Patreon ep every Friday.
If you like. Some people don't like to watch it.
Whoa, who?
Like some people don't like to watch their podcasts on YouTube.
Mm.
I personally do.
You like watching yourself podcast?
No, not ours, but like I'll
watch
put on
other
a
people's.
podcast and do some work or something.
Yeah, I like to listen.
Mm-hmm.
But people like to watch because
Yeah.
I would come in and you'd be watching the bonfire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They took all those down. But don't worry. Hesby Street's on there now.
Yeah. I don't like it because, I don't like that we're on it because, I watched, a couple minutes of it, and it's just, I don't want people to see what I'm doing when I'm not talking. I'm not performing right then.
Right.
Maybe I'm having some water. Maybe I'm rubbing
fidgeting.
myself. Fidgeting. Yeah. Don't. But,
Never
alas,
thought about that.
you can see all of me,
Yeah.
even when Zach's doing an act out.
They get to watch all of our idiosyncrasies.
Mm-hmm. Someone commented on mine.
Yeah.
About how when I say something embarrassed, I get necky. What did he say?
Yeah, like you do a neck.
A neck thing.
Yeah.
And I have never heard that or noticed that.
Me neither.
And I watched some of the clip because I was doing something.
You're busy.
I'm so busy. And I didn't notice what he was referring to.
Yeah.
I got to watch it in more detail.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched it again too, and I didn't really understand it.
All right. Let me watch it.
Yeah, we got to I like it. I like when podcast listeners point out things.
Yeah. They see your tells.
Because I'm trying to be, I don't want to, now I can work on that.
Right. Right.
Maybe
No,
that's why I lose at poker so much.
You gotta be yourself, though. I think that's why people come back.
Gotta be yourself. Absolutely.
Unless you're playing poker.
But what I'm saying is I want to be aware of my tells.
Right.
Or of my idiosyncrasies,
Right.
if you will.
Yeah. It's so you can choose whether or not to.
So when I
do the
need
neck.
to act,
Right.
I can.
Right.
I can play another character.
Or when Emily needs to smile more. What's funny is Emily sent us a thing that an email a guy said, and his signature to Emily, the outgoing signature in the email was smile ! And then his name.
Instead of sincerely.
So I wonder if he meant she should smile more, if it was oof, that is a tough signature.
It wasn't a signature because he said something else after smile.
He did?
Yeah, it was smile, have a great day, or something like that.
Okay.
So it was definitely telling me to smile.
Funny.
I did have that same thought of I wonder if this is what he always says.
His generic.
Or
right.
if it was specifically for Emily.
Yeah.
But
see, now you're just giving him excuses.
I'm not.
'Cause you're
I'm not.
Oh no, we're not. Men aren't terrible.
No, I was just thinking, man, that's a tough signature to have this
Right.
day and age when you're writing to a woman. But I'll have to look at it again because I thought that was the last thing he said before his name, which changed. If it wasn't, then that changes it.
Pretty sure it wasn't, but
I just watched. I was editing late last night, and I try to put on TV that I don't need to pay attention to. So I Friends was on TV, so I'm perfect. That's playing in the background. I'm editing, and then Friends was over, and it went to Mom. That sitcom with Alice and Janney. Is that her name?
Yeah.
Anna Faris, right?
And Anna Faris.
Yeah. Never seen it.
I had never
know
seen
of
it either. Right. It's kind of like 2.5 Men, all those sitcoms,
Yeah.
very punchy. But she's working at a waitress. She's a waitress at a fine restaurant and having a day, just all this stress going on. And one guy's like, smile. Is that so hard? And then she flips out And it was kind of like off color. I was like, oh, that's fine. I almost want to like rewind it and just film this and send it to Emily. But then like the jokes just got like worse and darker. Like she went to the back and was like, "Urgh!" Like fucking I deal with the guy that told me to smile, fucking had it up to here. And she like goes back and someone's trying to like ask her out. And she's just like, stay the fuck away from me. You know? And the guy's like, audience laughter. And then the guy from Third Rock from the Sun, you know, that guy that talks kind of goofy. Oh, yeah. He's working in the kitchen. He's like, something about a waitress who lost her mind just gives me a Woody. And then I'm like, whoa. And then he looks to his like Latino or like Filipino busboy, and the guy's holding celery. He's like a prep cook. And he just goes and lifts the celery up like it's a boner. And that was the end of the scene. I'm like, why am I not writing for TV?
I mean, it definitely seems like a white dude wrote that. Like, we gotta talk about how women don't have to smile,
right?
If
but
they don't
also,
want to.
We get turned on
by
that.
Exactly. It's like, what?
Dude, it was like I was like, oh, I should send this scene to Emily, and then I'm like,
nope.
No one should see this scene. It blew my mind that was like, I just picture, because I kind of respect that Third Rock from the Sun guy. French Stewart. I respect his like comedic acting, and I just feel like him having to say the line. You could see the like despair in his face, where he's like, something about a female waitress who's like at her wit's end just gives me a Woody. Like, are we done? Did you get the shot?
Yeah. Where's my paycheck?
Yeah.
Right.
I like to think it's like two different writers. Like the one writer's like, did you get your woke thing in? All right, let me get my hands on that.
Right.
Here comes a dick joke.
Right. Time to go to war with equal opportunity. Yeah, that's got to be so soul-sucking. To have to be an actor that just recites those jokes. You know, like, those are all, like, good actors. Like, Anna Faris and Allison Janney. Like,
Allison Janney, for sure.
They're good. And then it's just this cheesy... You know what I was kind of blown away by? Studio audiences.
That they still exist?
That they not only exist, but guffaw. Like, they laugh, bro.
Do they get paid?
Laugh.
Yeah, some of them get paid.
I think they get paid.
To show
really?
up. Yeah, somebody was telling me, like, oh, you can get paid to be a studio audience. And I was like, I would be the worst at that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't laugh at anything. Even funny things.
Sometimes when I'm editing the pod, I'll like hear Emily laugh, and I'm like, "Oh, it's a good time to cut to Emily." And you'll be laughing, but you're still just like, "Huh." I'm like, "Well, I can't even use that." It looks like I'm adding the audio for laughing. You like throw your voice like a sniper.
Yeah, you gotta be quick. Sitcoms. I don't.
Well, have you ever seen them without the laugh track?
Yeah, so
creepy.
Oh, I haven't.
Yeah. People edit out the laughing, so it's just a long pause. So it sounds like this dramatic pause in between these jokes that like aren't funny, especially now, right? So it's like it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about that when you were describing that scene. Like, that would be a great one to take all of the laughter out.
Totally.
Oh my God.
It'd be so dark.
It would be like a sexual harassment like, training video. Yeah, it was bad.
You know, it'd be funny to go the other way. Let's get some sexual harassment training videos and add a laugh track and see if it comes off as like 1990s sitcom humor.
Right.
That'd be funny.
Yeah.
Somebody do that.
Yeah, Hesbos, get on it.
Haven't heard from some Hesbos in a while. Haven't heard from Katie, right?
Yeah. Pod's taking his dip, dude.
Are people
I'm out here watching our footage. I'm like, this ain't it.
Yeah.
This ain't it.
I feel the same. I don't laugh as much when I edit.
Yeah.
But I thought that was just because I'm getting...
over it.
No, I just thought like we were so funny that it's just like we're desensitized. I guess that's over.
We need a guest.
We need something to mix it. You know, we should start season 4 finally.
That's what we need, a season break.
We need a season break.
Tony's gonna come down, so maybe
perfect time. Season break.
All right, so this would make this our season 3 finale.
Whoa.
Yeah, so we got to end with a cliffhanger.
Right.
Like a will they, won't they?
Who done it?
Yep.
Someone's gonna die.
It's gonna be Tony.
I have a funny story. I had a general meeting this week, or on Friday.
Should you explain that?
Oh, yeah. People might not know what that is.
Yeah, general meeting is just like a sort of get-to-know-you meeting. Like, I tell them about me, and they kind of give me the spiel.
They are.
Like a network or...
A network, production company. This was two guys who run a production company, and they like work closely with maybe I shouldn't say. They work with a big name comedian. They were like the original producers of his podcast, and now they're like getting into TV production and other stuff. So it was just like getting to know each other, and it was fine. It was a good meeting. Like we were vibing, and they were like kind of wrapping up, and they were like talking about podcasts. They like host a lot of podcasts on their site, and they were like, we don't really produce like podcasts like from scratch because we're like really busy.
Yeah.
But we'll host a podcast that's already like has gotten going, and like we'll help them get like advertising and stuff. And I was like, oh yeah, cool. And I was like, I should like mention that I have a podcast. So I was like, yeah, my roommates and I recently started a podcast, and we were just kind of thinking about like next steps for it and stuff like that. And they're like, oh, cool. If you don't mind us asking, how many listeners do you have? And of course, like, I don't know that at all, but I didn't want to say it. Like, I don't know. So I was like, oh, I think we get like a few hundred downloads a week. And I've
poker face, Torio. Poker face. A few hundred, yeah. Here, give or take a few.
We probably get close to it. Probably like over 500 a week.
Yeah, I've never seen like two people like so disappointed in an answer that I've said, and they were just like, okay. They were like, yeah, podcasting is really hard. Mm-hmm. Well, it was great meeting you.
Oh my god,
that's funny.
Yeah, I was like, damn, I shouldn't have said that. Oh well.
Just lie.
Yeah, I would have lied.
Like a few million.
I didn't know if there was a way for them to like check.
There's not.
There isn't. Okay.
There's also like when I say we get over 500, that's downloads. So I don't know. You don't know how to like check listens as far as I know. But yeah, I know we're not that big.
Right. Small but mighty, Hesbos.
That's right. But also like you think like 500 people a week listening to what I say is more than what I'm getting doing stand-up.
Right.
Unless I have like a club weekend,
right.
Which I do this weekend at Cobb's Comedy Club, May 12th to 15th. Come out.
Watch
me.
Heckle.
Are
they going to have capacity?
What was the heckle they're supposed to do?
Everything is nothing.
And then I say, as it shall ever be. Okay. So come to Cobb's. It is limited capacity.
What are they capping it at?
I don't know.
25%?
I think it might be half.
Wow.
I don't have no idea.
Which is still like 150 people.
At Cobb's it's like 300. Doesn't it fit like 500?
Oh, I
so
thought
it'd be
it
like
fit
200. I think anyway, whatever.
Well, still. Come on out and support.
I don't know what we have.
This could be great because they can fit a lot of people in there. I mean, like, if it's even half capacity, it's still going to be a good crowd.
Yeah, it should be fun. And I think I would think they're going to sell out. It's the first weekend back. And
if they turn you away at the door, it is not a far walk to Gavin Newsom's house. Egg it.
In Sacramento?
Demand. Well, I think he still might have his San Francisco house.
No. Well, I'm sure he must own something, but...
Yeah, he owns. He ain't no chump, dude. Yeah, so go there and fucking...
egg his house.
Cause
I don't think you should do that.
One of our Hesbos is like, I kidnapped a dog from Gavin's house. What now?
I didn't mean it.
Dude, I can't wait till we have rabid fans.
Can't wait.
And just sick them on people like an army. You know?
Mm-hmm. I don't know if we'll ever have those fans because I look at like the comments our fans make and I think they're like us.
They're too logical.
It's just like cynical. They kind of burn us, which is what we do to each other and what we would do to them.
Yeah.
Which I like, but I don't think we'll ever have like diehard. I feel
they
like
have our work ethic too, where they're like, "Hey, haven't been able to listen a lot." We're like, "Neither have we."
Yeah, like if we ever stop the pod, I picture them being like, "Huh, all right." That's fine. I'll just see if there's a new bonfire or whatever.
Our demographic is people that are going, I'm kind of dealing with a lot, and then they get into what they're dealing with, and it's just not that much.
And probably, unfortunately, people that don't go out to live events. So like, I was gonna.
Yes.
Penciled it in, and
Right.
then I just decided. It's not that something else came up. I just decided to stay in.
You're right. I got dressed. I grabbed my keys.
And then I looked at traffic,
Yep.
and it wasn't red, but it was yellow.
And so then I checked the weather, and then I went to TikTok. And now it's been like 3 hours. I'm still on my couch, fully dressed. Hope the show was great.
And that's the fan I want.
Yeah.
It's not the fan I need. Certainly
Right.
not. I need different fans than that.
No.
But it's the fan I want.
It's
and the fan we deserve.
We relate to most. We're like, I get it, man. I get it. Moving is something I forget to do often.
What were we talking about? And I said we should save this for the pod. Just a minute ago.
You were talking about something to do with the van. Something to do with the van.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Driving up. You going to christen it on your road trip?
You mean masturbate in my van?
Yeah.
Already did on the drive up here.
On the drive?
Oh, I like to do it while I drive.
Oh, so you haven't christened the back of the van yet? Just
Oh,
the
no.
driver's seat.
I put it in cruise control.
Oh my God.
And I got in the back of the van. It is interesting how, like, you saw the van today.
Yeah.
It's small. It's
Yeah.
nice, but it's small. And, but like women will hear about the van. Like the idea of van life has become so romanticized.
Yes.
And so women will hear about the van and like, let's go on a trip. And I'm like, I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
like I'll have sex with you in this van, but like, it's not like I bought a red flag. You know what I mean?
What
I feel like buying a van's like, I'm not emotionally available. The van should do that speaking for me.
Right. Right. Well, also, like, if you're on the road trip, we live together.
Exactly. And that's the other thing. Is like, it's not like, that's another reason I got the van. So I can be alone.
Yeah.
Like nobody can be like, hey man, I want to get in the van with you. And
Right.
it's like, you don't fit.
Right.
You don't fit.
Right. Leave your bags outside of the van.
Yeah.
The idea of the van man though is like kind of exciting, like adventurous, like down for anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what they're
For
picturing.
sure. And it is going to be fun. It's going to be fun. But I don't think I could, like the people that live in their van, I don't think I could do that. I don't think that's could do that.
Yeah.
Which I can't tell them. 'Cause
Yeah.
that then you're no longer fun. I feel like you need to be the guy that can like just leave everything forever.
Yeah.
Free spirit.
Yeah. Whereas I'm gonna be like, what's that noise? I gotta move the van.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
I could see you just parking somewhere dark one night, like hooking up with a lady or even masturbating. And then you wake up the next morning and you're like right across the street from a school. You're like, oh no.
There's curtains.
Right.
It's all good, man.
Right.
I don't know. That's what I'm interested. I don't know what the rules are.
Yeah.
You know, where are you allowed to park?
Where do you
Where
go?
can you exist?
Yeah.
We'll find out. Oh, that's what it was. Is that some people to like stay incognito in the van put magnets of companies on the van, and so we were talking about like what's the best magnet, and like because you want it to be something people won't mess with,
Yes.
like a PG&E or like a Caltrans, but you don't also want to be like get caught for fraud. Like, that's impersonating someone you might not be able to do.
But also, as like that job may involve you having some valuable things in your car, like, oh, this guy's definitely got copper wire.
Yeah, totally. So you're like, yeah, that's why I said brewery. Like people might want to steal kegs, but too heavy, right?
Right.
But then Emily was like, no, people would steal kegs
Right. Or booze.
or booze. Maybe they think it's like a 6-pack or
Yeah.
cases. So what is the perfect, maybe Hesbos can help us.
Yeah.
What's the perfect company? Like I thought pest control. Nobody's going to steal pest control, but then you're like, people can get fucking high off pest control.
Of insecticide.
Yeah. So you just have these like drug fiends. What's the perfect company to keep people from like towing you or like calling the cops on you?
Yeah.
But also they won't try to break it and steal your tools.
Totally. Because I was also
tools are
thinking, like,
expensive?
what's intimidating? You know, like, what's
Right.
something that, like, dude, that is a whole fucking can of worms if we try to break into that van. I was thinking, like, security technology solutions. But then they're like, dude, there's, like, cameras in there we can steal.
Yeah, that's easy to
Or
flip.
sensors. Yeah.
Right.
So what is, like, a scary business that has nothing for you in there.
Yeah.
Mafia, dead body transport.
UFC, just it's a mobile octagon. So if you break in, it's just pads and chain link fencing.
Yeah.
But it also could be a fighter in there.
Yeah.
ready to
Could
kick
be
your
a
ass.
fighter.
Ooh, you know what's a good one that people never fuck with? Church. Right? You don't have anything.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Just Latter-day Saints on your van, and people are
Yeah.
like, ugh, I don't even want to fucking touch that thing.
But I feel like you could get vandalized.
Yeah, maybe, because like someone's like, you ruined my life.
Right. That's the other thing. So I'm going to San Francisco, and windows get broken in San Francisco every day. Like,
Right.
it's an epidemic up there.
Right.
And like, normally I wouldn't care because like I have a Honda. You can get a window replaced for like $100.
Yeah.
But now it's like I put this window in.
Right.
I'm emotionally attached to this window.
your baby.
I do not want it to break.
Okay.
And I know how expensive it is.
Okay. Close to church. Buddhism, temple of poverty. You've given up all your possessions.
What about a school?
A school?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
just
a good
like
one.
just a school.
Why would a school?
But
have a
that's
sprinter?
okay. That's creepy though,
But a college.
because you get
A
caught with
college.
fraud,
And
and it's like, who's this guy driving around pretending to be like a school?
I would just make up a university.
like DeVry.
Yeah, DeVry University. Just be like East Hampton State University. Is that a campus? Could be.
Could be a digital campus for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Online school.
Funeral home.
Funeral home.
What would they have?
But wouldn't that be a Hearst?
It's a
Oh.
hearse.
Hearse?
I
What did I
haven't-
say?
I've never.
Hearst.
It's not a Hearst. It's a hearse.
I
Yeah,
think
no,
it's
that
a
sounds
hearse.
right. I think you're right.
I hardly see hearses, so I don't know if they like even use hearses.
They might not.
anymore.
Funeral home's pretty good.
Okay, what about this? Decrepit body transport services.
I like it.
Right.
I'm gonna go funeral home. I think that's the one.
Right.
I'm gonna make up a Hesby Street funeral home. Maybe I'll call it that. You know, cross promotion.
Right.
2 magnets. Throw it on the left and right.
Right. Be like human compostable solutions. Something like catchy like that.
But
you
it's
know?
also like you got to also think like if I park it in a neighborhood, you don't want to draw attention. Be like, who's this creepy funeral van parked in? I'm gonna call the cops.
Funeral services.
Yeah,
Is that creepy?
Hesby Street funeral service.
Yeah, they
To me,
wouldn't-
that's like creepy, but it's also necessary. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
well, I'm
Right.
not going to hate on someone just because like their job makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Plus, it's like you're never there more than one day,
Yeah.
one night.
I had a buddy growing up who he always had the most random jobs, and that was one of his jobs he got. And he would just drive around in a hearse, and he just picked up dead people.
It's wild.
And he one time was a shepherd. He had to like live in an RV and like just make sure the sheep stay right there. He's like, all right, he just smoked weed in it.
That sounds fun.
Really?
To me, yeah, being a shepherd. But I also think being a mailman is like the dopest job.
Just because you can have your music in every day.
You
and
just
you're
walk.
walking.
I
You
could
just-
see you doing that.
You could just
Yeah.
walk with headphones, and I'm sure I'd hate it after like a month. But like in my head, I'm like, this could be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure you'd get like sick of it. My father-in-law was a mailman his whole life, and he didn't, going postal is a thing for a reason, but he didn't really start like freaking out about work until he had to be like an office manager, and then
Right,
it's
that's
like
what-
budgets
in
and
the
bottom line. Like you
office,
don't want to
yeah.
be promoted.
Yeah, I always thought the postal thing it happened in the offices.
Yeah, it
I don't
does.
think it's like the people.
But he
out.
loved like I
My
think-
grandpa was a mailman. He loved it.
Yeah, it's fun. Like I
You
remember
wear shorts every day for work?
shorts every day for work. I remember the mailman in Sonoma when I worked at the pub there.
Yeah.
It's like that guy, just like this happy dude.
Yeah.
Everyone knew him. Just walked
The
around. and, like,
dogs would be annoying though.
Dogs
Yeah.
hate you.
but they don't get out, right?
Sometimes they do.
I did have a Amazon person deliver some stuff. He's like, "You don't have a dog, right?" I'm like, "No."
Fuck. Yeah, if you're terrified of dogs, that's a shitty job.
Yeah.
You could play around. You could do like an accent sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
You could just be like, hello, good morning.
I also feel like I could work real fast, get it done in like 5 hours.
Yeah.
Like, once you're done with your route, I'd be like, let's just go. I
are-
want to be off work at 2.
There are viral videos of people who like have to meet that bottom line. And they push it to the limit. There is one guy who literally doesn't park his car tried to hop out and do something, and then like the car just goes, and he's like, "No!" and just like crashes into a wall.
He
He's
was like ghost riding the mail truck. See, that's the thing is like I couldn't be a UPS driver.
Why?
Because I don't want the big truck. I want to walk. Like the walking's the whole appeal to me.
Yeah, the
Neighborhood.
trucks
And
are
I know
stressful.
I know you park the car and then walk and then drive
Yeah.
the car and then walk. But yeah, if I don't get to walk, then it's not fun.
Yeah,
You probably wouldn't get like the best neighborhood right
course
away
not.
though. You'd have to like work your way up
Oh, yeah.
after like 10 years.
really? Is that how it works?
I have no idea. Probably.
Well, I mean, I've just seen a lot of old male people, you know, so they
In
probably
nice
get
neighborhoods.
the nice neighborhoods.
And then it's like, "Hey, new guy,
Mm-hmm.
taking you to a little place we call the Baghdad of Los Angeles." This place is not for the faint of heart.
Yeah.
So don't do it.
I'm
I'd
not gonna do it.
yeah.
How did we get to that? What were we talking about?
Oh, we were talking about I think,
hearse.
hearse
Oh,
and
all the
job.
weird shepherds, like weird jobs.
That'd be a good one too. Van Magnet shepherd. Because that's like, is that religious or is that like, are you an actual shepherd? I mean, there can't be more than just hay in there or livestock.
Right.
I was thinking that too. Remember I said hay?
Oh yeah, you did say.
So
hey.
like feed, like animal feed.
Oh, animal feed.
That's pretty
They're
smart.
like, yo, we can get high off this animal feed. That's the problem is you can get high off just about anything.
I just like the idea of putting the logo of our three faces over funeral home.
I don't know if that would fit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
And it's just like Hesby Funeral Services. The getting is good, my friends.
I wonder what the boom in the funeral industry has been because of COVID. You're talking
Yeah.
about 500,000 people.
Yeah. There was a funny like Jordan Klepper interviewing the Trump people, and one guy's like, he's like, "Why are you pro Trump?" He's like, "Dude, my job, my job has been better than it's ever been. Business for me." And he's like, "Oh, what line of work are you?" And he's like, "Debt relief services." It's like, oh, so everyone's going in debt. And he was like, "Well, yeah, I guess." Eventually, the guy was so candid about his like support for Trump, and also like, I may be dumb, you know, like I'm probably dumb.
At least that guy has a reason.
yeah,
You know what I
right.
mean?
He's like, I'm an idiot, but like, I don't know, that's what I believe, and I'm happy to talk about it. I'm not getting angry that you're proving me wrong. So we like met up with him again. It was like, "How you feel?" He's like, "Yeah, things are weird now." Like, and the guy just wears like the craziest Trump shit, but it's kind of like endearing to see someone being like, I'm probably wrong.
But it's endearing, but also like you can change your mind. And you're like, nah, I'm past that.
No, and I'm sure
Why?
he slightly is. I'm sure
Oh,
he's
okay.
slightly changing his
Got
mind, but I mean, everyone's like, I don't want Biden.
Everyone?
Everyone.
Oh.
Everyone at my dinner table.
Yeah, I was like anti-Biden, and then I got the vaccine, and now I'm like, you know, he's not too bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
it's weird.
fluoride.
It's like all of a sudden,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. I used to love Ronald Reagan, and then I got the second vaccine, and I can't stand him now. I don't even like his movies anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's tough.
Yeah, I used to not care for the TV show Flavor of Love. Now it's all I watch since I got the vax. He's gonna find love, I think.
He's got to.
He wears a giant clock. It's crazy that was like one of the top TV shows of its time. Flavor of Love.
Yeah,
it
and
was
remember
before its time, probably.
Yeah, remember what was the was it The Simple Life? Was that with Paris Hilton?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And that was like the most popular show.
I don't think I ever saw
And Nicole
it.
Richie. But
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't watch it, but I think I knew what it was. I mean,
Yeah,
it was
it's
just
like
them
we're on-
being the worst.
It was like Dirty Jobs
Right.
with the fucking with Paris Hilton and Lionel Richie's
Nicole Richie. Yeah.
like not his real daughter.
Oh, I thought it was.
It was like a weird like she's special. I'm adopting you. Like she like had parents, but he was
What?
like her like foster parent or something weird.
And she changed her name.
I could be making all of this up, but I'm pretty sure that's how
Make it up, dude. Go deeper. Also, she was in the Taliban for a bit, or
Yeah.
Al Qaeda. One of
Yeah.
those. Yeah.
You know what
Which
bums
was
me
wild.
out is like that women have to cover up because men are just too horny. You know, like that's where that stuff comes from, right? It's like, don't show stuff because then you're gonna get raped.
Yeah,
it's like just don't do that.
The irony of it is, if we didn't, they would just get sluttier dressing. You know,
Right.
like if you didn't catcall, they
Right.
would wear less.
Guys, focus.
Yes.
Focus on the objective here. It is so weird to me, man.
Is that problematic? That sounds problematic,
Well,
but it doesn't make it any less true.
Elizabeth talks to me about guys like all the time, just being like, hey. And she says there are guys that flirt where it's like nice. You know, there's like a line and people are just like, you know, you have the most amazing eyes. I just thought you should know that. It's like, oh, thanks.
Wait, that's nice or that's weird?
I think that's nice. I think. But I think it's also tone.
That sounds too forward to me. If like they've never really talked, this is like opening line.
Well, I think it's like it comes off as a general observation. Like there'll be one day where like she hears it from like 2 or 3 people, you know, where it's like, oh, maybe there's something like my eyes are like brighter in here or something. But when people are just like, what's going on? What are you doing? What are you up to?
The body scan, like what you just did with your
Yeah.
eyes, that's creepy. That's one thing that like, and for me, it's hard because I naturally don't like to make eye contact. So I have to try really hard not to look at their body.
Oh, that's funny.
Because I don't want to like, because am I wrong? That one seems uncomfortable.
Eye contact? Oh, the up and down?
The up and down
Oh.
look. I
Yeah.
think that's like nothing worse.
You know what's a weird one too that guys do is like they'll ask her out and then she'll be like, oh no, I'm married.
She has a ring on.
And she has a ring on.
Yeah.
And then they go, chill out. I'm not trying to like date you. Like fucking weirdo. It's like, okay, see ya. I wish I knew that move.
Yeah, that's
Whoa, horny much? Jesus, I just asked if he wanted to go to a candlelight dinner amongst friends.
Just to be clear, I was only trying to bang you.
Oh, I don't want to like marry you.
Yeah, it's like incels.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. It's just like, I mean, rejection's hard,
Totally.
but it's like learning how to deal with it is like one of the things that I'm actually like proud of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It is a skill.
Like you
that's
have to be
necessary.
like, it's okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I don't, and then sometimes like a woman will reject you and they'll try to like really let me down easy. And I'm like, you can stop.
This is worse.
I
Yeah.
understand how this works.
Yes.
We can be friends,
Yeah.
AKA never talk again. And it's fine.
Yeah.
It's not like the end of the world. Like I'm old enough now to
Right.
where I will cry about this for sure.
Right.
But for like a day.
Totally.
Yeah.
When I'm in traffic and like,
Yeah.
you know, like fucking my AC's
And
broken.
why won't you love me? No,
Right.
no, it's fine.
Right.
Yeah, I never really know what to say if like
Right.
someone asks me out, and it's like I don't want to like hurt your feelings, but
What's the
Also-
nicest way to say like I don't
I don't
want
really.
to?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like you. What's the nice
Yeah.
way to say I don't like you?
it's up, and that's what sucks is like it is up to them to take it the right way.
Yes.
And if they don't, what can you, the rejecter, do?
Right.
You can just be like, I'm sorry you feel that way.
Yeah.
I'm now going to go live my life. And yeah, it's almost like they like, cause I'll feel like, cause if I reject someone, right. And it's like, I hurt them, it like naturally kind of makes me feel bad.
Yeah.
I don't like to make people feel bad.
Right.
But I also know, and then like later that night, I'll be doing something fun and I'll be like, I hope they're having fun. They're probably not. And then I
Right.
have this like weird guilt
Yes.
where it's like, but then it's like, I need to get over that.
Right. Well, I
Because
mean,
I've been on both sides and I'm going to be on both sides
Yes.
over and over again.
Yeah.
And I don't really know where I'm going with
No,
this.
totally.
But it's just a weird dynamic.
Yeah.
But that's life, relationships with people.
Yeah. Rejection is. I've learned to, you know, be comfortable with the fact that like you rejecting me is the biggest mistake you'll make in your entire life. Now we can move forward.
Yes. You'll see.
You'll
You'll
all
all see. Well, the other thing too is like,
Nothing scarier than a white man saying "you'll all see."
oh God, someone get his word processor.
That's
and
scarier
read-
to me than
Yeah.
hate speech. Like, one guy's shouting a racial epithet,
Yeah.
and then but some guy over there saying "you'll all see." Can we?
That's the guy writing a manifesto.
Andy's white.
Yeah.
Do you comment like publicly on women's things, posts, and say that they're beautiful?
I don't say you're beautiful, but I do like tongue emoji, tongue emoji, tongue emoji, tongue emoji, fire. And then I say, oh, I play it extra foreign. I feel like that's like your get out of jail free card, you know? It's like, oh, he doesn't know. So I'm like, oh, darling, dear sir, beauty befalls you.
I was more asking Torio.
Okay.
I already know what you do.
I like to do at all of my friends and say, would you ? No, I publicly no, but I will, like, if I feel like there's a potential, like never like a first thing,
right,
but like a flirty thing going on, I'll do like a fire emoji to like a story, like so it messages them.
Right,
that's a good one.
Or like someone I've hooked up with, or then I'll, but never publicly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it could be my very serious girlfriend, and I'm not going to publicly post a fire emoji or.
It's got to be scary because like what you say can just be screenshot and be like, check out this fucking creep.
Yeah, I mean, and I think that goes. I mean, but like, I'm aware of that,
right?
And that's like, but also I don't think. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it's a weird move.
It's a weird move.
It's like, yeah, right away. It's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna stay away from this guy.
Right. It's not like it's counterproductive.
Right.
Yeah, but it's also like, okay, yes, but then like, how do you express interest?
Right.
So like, I'll respond to someone's stories a couple times, and then they'll respond to mine. Like if I do it a couple times and then they don't do it, if they don't like it or message back, then I'm like, okay, swing and a miss. But like, I've gotten to know people that way. Is that weird?
No, I think, but just like coming out straight away, being like, "Oh, you're beautiful," in a public post.
Oh yeah, totally.
Like it's like catcalling, I think.
Yeah,
yeah,
but not on the street, online.
But here's the thing: if it depends on what that person, what type of validation that matters to that person. You know, some people are very flattered to hear that they're beautiful, and they want to hear that they're beautiful.
Someone did that to you recently, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or does that happen a lot? I think I saw it.
It happens a lot, but like, yeah, it happened like probably in my last post.
I would say like you are not the person that ever wants to hear from someone that you're beautiful.
No, never like in a comment.
Right.
Like say I'm funny or something.
Right.
If I'm doing like maybe a beauty post or something, if I'm like doing like a selfie and I like want to be beautiful.
I would still.
Have you done that?
No.
I would still assume like, yeah, just tell her she's funny.
Yeah, right.
If it was like a glamour shot or something, and someone was like, "Oh, you're beautiful." Yeah, sure.
I see what you mean.
That's the context, but it's like
right.
But you got to do like ally flirts. You know, it's like you are a queen.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then I know you're joking, but like. There's people that do that, and it's like, I see through your shit, man. Right. I know what's going on.
Right.
Yeah. But then it's also like, yeah, everything's a mating call to some degree. Right. Not everything, but yes.
Guys shower every day for women, like to be attractive or appealing.
But women do the same. That's what I'm saying. Like it's both sides. Everyone, there's like a certain amount of us that like, yes, I want to be the most respectful I can be.
Right.
But also like, there's this, we all kind of want to fuck.
Yeah.
Or like or not even just fuck, like find our person.
Right.
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 You know,
that's more accurate than.
Yeah.
But right.
So it's like, I'm not going to like hate on it. Mm-hmm. And I do it to some degree.
Yeah.
But it is like, it's just like most things. Like there's a fine line, and you got to try to be on the right side of it most of the time.
Right.
And we all make mistakes, but like,
I've had like someone, you know, it took me a while to realize I think they're flirting with me. I think this is when we all lived together, but she was just like, "Hey, like just saw your profile, and I was like, "Oh, thanks." I don't even think she said like "good job" or like there was no like praise. I was like, "Oh, cool." Yeah, that like I know you from, you know, like there's a mutual Instagram friend or something, and I'm like, cool, yeah. It's like, so how's everything going during quarantine? I'm like, good, you know, watching movies, and then it's like, oh, what movies? I'm like, what are we doing?
How can I help you?
Right. Like, there's no rude way to.
Right.
There's no gentle way to be like, what do you want?
What I do is I just stop answering.
Yeah.
And
I think it ended like that.
And then if they press a couple more times, I'll be like, all right, I'm going to answer like every third message. And then if they don't take the hint, then I'll just end it to stop.
Yeah.
But most people, that's what I'm saying, like kind of with that rejection conversation.
Yeah.
Like, you just have to recognize that like it's not going to suddenly work out.
It's hard. It's hard because it's like, sex aside, like rejection and that dance of like being inappropriate, it's like throughout our lives. Like when people invite me to things, like I recently got invited to a thing and a couple things, and
we get it.
My
You're
initial
cool.
answer, no, I mean, it's nothing,
very invitable.
It's nothing special, but my initial answer is like, I gotta see. But what I'm trying to say is I don't want to.
Right.
I just don't want to. Thank you. I'm not upset, but there's no way to say you just don't want to go.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're supremely comfortable with each other. Like if I would say I just don't want to go to you guys.
I say it to people, and that's how I kind of got my reputation. I'd be like, oh, that's just not something I want to do.
And it's like you're
and
a
it's
dick.
not. No, but
What's your reputation?
If it's the person, kind of a dick. But I feel like if it's the person, then I do what you do. But if it's like, hey, we're gonna go to Dolores Park and drink, and I'll be like, that's just not.
Right.
That's just not my thing.
Right. Because it's not their thing you're rejecting. It's
I'm not rejecting them. I'm
Yeah.
rejecting the day.
Right.
Yeah.
But
So
if it's the person organizing that meetup, you can't say like, nope.
Exactly. Then you have to dance around it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like having to dance, but I get it. I get why we do it. It's like we're always sparing each other's feelings.
It's funny too, like for me, it's like there's things that I want to do. Like an example, I was thinking last time I was in San Francisco, Holmgren was going to play Frisbee golf. I was like, yeah, I'll go to play Frisbee golf. Let me know. And then he'll like make the plans, and I'll be like, oh, I'll play Frisbee golf with you. That sounds fun. But the idea, like the reason I didn't go was like me getting from where I was to Golden Gate Park just seemed too hard.
Yeah, totally.
And I'm just like, I just don't want to.
Yeah. I don't feel like I don't
I didn't
want
have my car. I had flown in. I was like, that's just too far.
We should be able to say, I don't want to. And like, that's okay. If you say it like that, I don't want to, then no one can be mad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, in like, I'm like, I kind of learned that like in high school, I didn't have friends, right? We've talked about that.
Yeah.
And I think part of it was just I was weird and awkward, but like also I was like too nervous for rejection.
Yeah.
And so now I'm like always hitting people up. Like, hey, I'm doing, and I don't really plan. Like, hey, you do want to go get some food, or do you want to do this? And I get rejected like most of the time because I don't give them enough time.
Yeah.
And it's like fine, because I kind of like what you've said prior. Like, I like those hangouts the most when it's like it's just last minute, casual.
Yeah.
And so I think people, they're like, I gotta say, yeah. He's asked me like 4 times.
Yeah.
And I'm always like, dude, you can say no 100 times. I don't care.
Yeah. Right.
I'll probably keep asking.
Yeah.
As long as I think we're friends.
And
like,
that's a healthy, that's like a sign of you really care, like are close with that person.
Right.
Damn, you've never asked me to do anything.
I ask you to get food all the time.
Yeah, you would do that a lot, and it'd be very last minute, and it would like almost bother me a little bit.
I'd be like, hey,
how sudden.
I'd be like, I'm gonna go get food.
Yeah, you'll just be like, hey, Irene and I are going to Zanku right now. You want to go? Right now? Like, no. It's too soon. It's too soon.
Yeah. I realize that people aren't like that.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's cool. Like it's good to have, I don't know, especially living with someone. It's like, oh yeah, these people are coming over. I don't know, it keeps things fresh.
Yeah.
But yeah, saying I don't want to hang out. It's funny because I like growing up, I would get kind of like made fun of for being like sensitive. And I probably was to an extent.
Yeah, you cried at football practice.
Right. I'm like, yeah, I'd raise my hand about it. But like even as an adult, you know, I'll talk to like people about comedians, you know, like Kyle, the booker, or not booker, but the manager.
Kyle Dirksen.
Yeah. He was like, comedians, you guys are all so sensitive. But whenever anyone tells me that, I'm like, you're sensitive too. Like,
right.
Invite me to something and I'm going to go, no, that doesn't sound fun. That sounds dumb. And see if you don't internalize that.
It's funny
that
too
at
with
all.
Kyle, who's like very comedy adjacent, is like, he's a comedian. Though his sensibility is a comedian. He's funny. He's like I think he's to not afraid, but like I think he's too afraid of the comedian lifestyle.
Yeah.
Of the failure.
Of the failure of it. And so yeah, but he's a good example. I'll be like, hey, do you want to go do a thing? And he'll just be like, no, I can't.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna ask you tomorrow.
Yeah.
He'll be like, stop asking me, I can never go.
Right.
But I'll be like, I think you'll want to go. So, and then he'll will, and we'll have fun.
Yeah.
But that does kind of go against what I was saying about like you got to understand what rejection is. But sometimes it's just like
unless it's a dude hanging out, I will not take no for an answer.
Right.
Yeah, that's got to be tough. I would rather be rejected than have to reject, because it's just I don't like the feeling of like being.
Oh, and the other
mean.
way, I don't like being. I mean, I've gotten better at it, at recognizing it, but like it still hurts when someone's like, I don't.
Totally.
Yeah,
Both suck.
both suck.
But I think I'd rather just be like, well, at least like
I'd rather-
you get to feel bad for me. I don't want to.
I'd
feel bad
rather
about
hurt
you.
someone's feelings than have my feelings hurt. Yeah,
Yeah, me too.
because it's a quicker healing process. Because it's like, oh, that sucks. I was mean, and it does hurt. It does affect me. I'm not like a
Doesn't
dick.
sound like
You know what I mean?
Oh, that
But, like,
sucks. I was mean.
But it's like a good comparison is if you dump someone versus that really cares about you, that hurts you for a little bit.
Yeah.
But like if someone that you really care about dumps you, that hurts for much longer.
Mm-hmm.
I
So
think,
for me, it's just time. What's going to be over quicker?
yeah. I'm also the type of person that overextends out of like pity,
Yeah.
and that is not healthy.
Right.
So I think that's why me having to be the one that like puts the foot down and is like, no, it's like, I don't think I'm equipped for that fucking stance, you know, because I'm like, are you okay? Do you want to, let's do something on Saturday, you know? And it's like,
Yeah.
why am I don't want to hang out with
Like
this.
you just broke up with me, but you want to hang out Saturday?
I'm like,
okay.
this doesn't feel right.
Can we have sex and hold each other?
Right.
Like, yeah.
Yeah,
We'll get wings and then we'll see where it goes.
But only because you're beautiful.
As in the inside. I'll be inside you. Wait, no! You guys smell burnt toast, right?
I think
a
it
little
might
bit.
be this.
Okay, good. I just was making
This
sure.
melts
I
a
didn't have
little
stroke. All right, cool. Well, we're pretty much done anyway.
can turn
Let's
it off.
go stroke off.
End it with a banger? We don't even have
Oh,
time.
yeah, we got to end it with a banger.
Okay.
Everyone, it's time for our season 3 finale
Fuck.
of.
End it with a banger. Intrigue. Espionage.
We got to have a twist.
plot twist.
Plot twist.
Cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger.
Does cliffhanger end on a cliffhanger?
No. I think it pretty much gets wrapped up. You're talking about
Stallone.
Stallone in the mountains?
Yeah.
Yeah. John Lithgow dies. I think the helicopter falls on him. Big
Right.
explosion.
Huh.
And
Is there a
then,
cliffhanger too?
There's got to be.
There's got to be. But
It wouldn't be the 90s without a cliffhanger,
Cliffhanger
too.
too. Cliffhanger was a great film.
We watched the beginning
I've never
of it.
seen it. Can you do a real like quick recap
Correct me at every turn.
with accents and stuff, please?
Yeah, Stallone's like, yo, I'm done working on that mountain after the accident that happened in the opening
Well,
act.
we're not going to do that accident.
Okay, he's like, all right, guys, casual rescue at the top of this mountain. Oh, no, it's your girlfriend, Mike. Come on, get on here. I'm like, Christopher Walken now. He's like, use the cliffhanger. The cliffhanger is a device for writing.
The rope can handle. I can't do it.
So the rope starts to break, and he's like, oh, I got you. You hang on. And he's like, you better not drop my girlfriend. The guy's like in the helicopter, like, I didn't save her. You got to save my girlfriend. And then she dies, like, no! And then it's like opening credits.
Oh, my God.
And then they're like, there's like a bank robbery or something, right? And they get in a plane. And then they fly they're like, we got to go through the mountains for some reason because we're like the FBI.
They stole a bunch of money, and then their getaway car is an airplane that crashes
On top of a mountain.
on top
A
of a
cliff?
mountain of a cliff.
And then Stallone's like, all right, this is my last hour of work, and then I retire forever. And they're like, all right, we just got one more thing up the mountain.
He left. He's coming back for some reason. He had left the mountain after the death. This is like a year later or something.
Yeah,
And he's coming back for some reason because he runs into his then girlfriend.
right. But it's not a big deal. It's like, I just got to pick up some paperwork.
Right, yeah.
I got to get stamps at the top of the mountain.
And then this crash happens, and it's like, you're here.
Yeah, you want to help us with this
yeah,
crash?
you're our best guy. Will you come?
He's like, I'm not your best guy. I dropped the lady a year ago. There's better than me. And they're like, no, no, Sylvester Walken. You're all we have. So then he goes up there, right, to try and save them, but they're like shooting, like, like you'll never catch me alive.
What did the guns sound like?
They're just like,
I think there were some explosives at some point.
And John Lithgow's just like, we have to go up more. And then they go to a cliff. And then
they hang for a bit.
Yeah, he does a lot of free climbing in it, you know? So he's just like,
cool.
I'm upside down. Like fingertip pull-ups and shit.
I don't think she knows this. It's all snow.
With snow.
Snowy mountains?
Oh, it's snowy mountains.
But he was in like a tank top a lot of the time.
Yeah, a lot of the time he has no shirt on.
Anyone need a tourniquet? Not yet? Okay. It's like half torn, so just let me know.
And then the girlfriend's that died, his boyfriend.
Basically,
he's a bad guy now.
Oh,
his ex-best friend.
Yeah.
He's a bad guy now. He's working with John Lithgow. So maybe they had landed on purpose or something?
Yeah, and he's like, all right, we'll just climb down the mountain.
And at one point, there's like two airplanes like connected together. I think that's at the end.
The fueling thing?
I don't remember, but then there's like I think there's trying to send the money from one plane to the other plane.
That's Air Force One.
You're thinking of Air Force One.
Is that what they're thinking of?
Yeah.
And then he says, "Get off my plane."
Yeah.
Am I confusing?
Yeah,
You're confusing it with "Get up my mountain."
Well, no, Air Force One was the fueling thing.
Yeah. Well, no, but they also had the
money?
the
They don't do
briefcase.
that.
Zip line.
They don't
Yeah.
do the zip line in Cliffhanger?
They might. I mean,
right.
I'm sure it was a powerful tactic.
We
in
should
the
watch
90s.
you know what? For our Patreon
Cliffhanger.
movie riffing.
All right,
we'll
do
do
that.
Cliffhanger.
I'm down. Bring back a movie.
That's a
riff.
great film. And Tony will be in town.
Yeah.
We'll dust it off. And that's how you
End it.
With.
a banger.
Well, you're supposed to say.
Yeah, you said two
Okay,
words.
start over.
Okay.
Well, I said that's how you,
Oh.
Okay.
and that's how you
That
end
is
with
how
banger.
you. I got to get back to UCB.
What a season,
dude!
Season 3.
Season 4. Hey, we learned a lot, and now season 4 is going to be
Everybody knows season 4, like in the sitcoms, season 4 is like the best
The
season.
best.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
right. Jim and Pam are like right there,
Oh,
dude. They're like
yeah.
mouth to mouth. They
Mouth
haven't.
to
They're like I don't like.
tension.
It's complicated, man.
Yeah.
Actually, they might be married.
I think they're
Season
already
4.
together by season 4, but it's like at you're still into it.
Right.
You know?
Right.
It's like Ross and Rachel are banging.
Right.
Whatever was good in Scrubs, season 4 happened.
Yep. Mom. Season 4.
Mom
Mom
season
season
4. Oh my
4.
God, Allison Janney.
Yeah.
That's
many
her at her best.
Woodies.
Dude, just angry women giving their bosses woodies.
Oh wait, no, the celery goes up.
The celery goes up.
up.
Boing. Like
Yeah.
that. Okay. Well,
All right, bye.